Okay, it's getting dark. Crazy bus driver here, about to school you. I want to talk to you today about a report I saw on ABC News. Basically, it dealt with Black Friday sales, and it dealt with a lot of people being disappointed because they were unhappy with the product or service that they received. I am in a business that deals with the public, and sometimes it is very stressful, but it can also be very rewarding. And one of the most rewarding things that me personally that I experience is when I have a customer and I know that something has transpired. Either I know exactly what it is or I can see it in their face. And then at the end of dealing with them, they come up to me and they tell me that they had a wonderful time and that whatever it was that they were worried about in their mind has melted away and has put them at ease. And that is a good thing. Now, I've sold everything from doing telemarketing to the hardest kind of sales there is, which is door to door, and became an assistant manager doing that for a year and a half. I've done bicycles, as you know, been, pizza delivery guy, of course, been in the military. Even the military has customers too. So your own shipmates are your customers. But always try to put yourself into the shoes of the person whom you're providing a product or service for, and really empathize with them. I hate to use the word empathize because I think with the way that some customer service in some sectors has gotten over the years, that word has been kind of watered down and it's more lip service than really anything that gives any solid results. So I hate to use that word. So I just want to say, put yourself in that customer's shoes. If you want to be good or the best at what you do, then put yourself in that customer's shoes. Truly, deeply, and I hate to use that word again, but truly, deeply empathize with them. Truly, pretend you are them. Pretend you have worked hard at whatever it is, the job it is that you're doing, and you have earned your money, and you've been careful with your money, put some aside in order to afford the product or service that is being rendered. Would you want to pay for that product or service? If the answer is no, then do what you can as the person rendering that product or service so the answer becomes yes. I want to give you an example of something that I did, that I've done in the past. Now, for those of you that know me, I used to be in the bicycle business. I've worked for a couple of local bicycle shops, and I used to be the manager of a bicycle shop back in 2006. One of the things that I would do on a regular basis is if I had a customer that was new, for example, to cycling, they didn't know what they were doing, especially with mountain bikes, and you can kind of tell because they're brand new. What I would do on my free time is actually, because I already had the customer's name and number and information, I would ask them, hey, I'm off on this day at this time. If you're off this day and time, come on, drop in with me and a few friends. We're going to go hit some single track trails or whatever. And back then I was riding with a lot more guys than I ride now. I mean, I pretty much ride up for the most part alone now as I'm so busy, but there'd be like, 20, 30 of us. But one of the rules when we went riding was we didn't leave the new person behind. We'd all rip for a second, go stop, let the new person catch up. Rip for a second, go stop, let them catch up. And then along the trip we'd say, hey dude, check it out. Try doing this when you ride, or hey, try doing that when you ride. Hey, you might want to go ahead, once you learn about your bike more, go ahead and get clipless pedals. They're going to help you with this. Or hey, maybe try this different saddle. If the saddle you're using right now, seat for you, those who don't ride, is more comfortable. Try this, dude. It works for me great. I would go with my customers, even go so much to go to their homes, pick their bikes up, put it on my vehicle, and take them to the trailhead and make sure they got back home safe, and even feed them occasionally. Yes, that's a bit extreme, but because I did that for a long time, people would stop me in the mall, at Walmart, and they'd say, Blaine, I got a question about this bike or whatever, dude, or this part. Let me know what's up. So you want to give your customers a great experience, and you want to always put yourself in the customer's shoes and do everything within reason that's possible. My example was a little extreme, but I'm a cyclist and passionate about cycling. maybe you're not so passionate about what it is that you do, but you can put a little bit of passion into it to show the person that you care about them. They're not just a dollar sign, that you care about them. So that's just as a former store manager, that's just my take on what these businesses can do to keep the people happy. You don't have to take them riding, for example, but just be more human with them. Pretend, as the person rendering the product or service, that you are the customer. And if you put it in that context, then I'm telling you, your customer is going to be a lot happier with you. And if you're in a situation where you have supervisors or whatever, they're going to be happy with you too, because your customers are going to give feedback to them. And if most of it is overwhelmingly good, you're going to have a very pleased supervisor or employer, or whatever the case may be. Or even if you own the company, you're going to have a more prosperous company. So that's your crazy bus driver's take on customer service from a little of my experience managing a bicycle shop. So, all right, peace.